When you decide you're going to publish a comic or launch a comic publishing company, you're starting a multi layered choose your own adventure that combines dozens of creative, financial, and legal decisions. Each decision can impact the entire business, from the overall popularity of your story to the ultimate amount of money you make to the level of control you have over your potential empire. The business of independent comic book publishing offers information, strategies, and tactics for anyone interested in publishing their own comics. I wrote each of the 12 parts to walk you through the process of publishing, from the initial inspiration to the exit strategy. At the end of reading the book, you can have a unique business plan tailored for the comics you want to make. The book is broken down into three major sections that correspond to the development cycle of a comic. There is pre production, where you gather your resources and research for the comics you want to publish. Production occurs when you transform your pre production assets into a finished consumer product. Post production is the process where you offer your story to the public in exchange for revenue. There are multiple steps within each major section and various assessments you'll need to make within each step. Because every publisher and comic are different, I try to offer alternatives and the rationale behind each one. This video will focus on the pre-production elements of independent comic production. The goal here is to help you get a better idea of the work that goes into publishing comics before you start creating art. Your publishing journey starts with the foundation, which means understanding the role of comics in the rest of your life. Most comic publishers are fans of the genre, but it takes more than being a comics reader to run a publishing company. When you can articulate why you want to publish comics, you can define the ultimate goals of your business. When you assess how publishing can fit into your life in terms of energy, time, and money, you can determine if you have the bandwidth to take on an endeavor that might last several years of your life. Once you know why and how you're publishing comics, the next step is understanding what stories you want to tell. Idea management includes everything from expressing your ideas, developing your pitches, to understanding the nature of intellectual property and protecting your ideas, to the process of making comics from stories you don't own or control. Intellectual property is the legal foundation of the comic book industry. Whoever owns the IP makes all the money. Money is the next important consideration for your publishing company, because before you can think about making comics, you'll need to know where the initial investment is coming from and how much money you realistically need. We all might want to hire the best talent, produce multi-volume graphic novels, and finance other media based on our stories. But without investment, your money or someone else's, it's difficult to translate these plans into reality. Once you collect publishing assets like intellectual property and initial finances, you need to protect them before you start hiring talent. This is where business management comes into play. By creating companies and leveraging tax benefits, you can protect your investments. By bringing in professionals like accountants, editors, and lawyers, you can maximize the quality of your story and your control over its development. In my next video, I'm going to discuss the rest of the pre-production process and explore the options available to you as an independent comic publisher when it comes to production. If you'd like to know more about the comic publishing process, check out my book, The Business of Independent Comic Book Publishing, with the link on the screen and in the show notes. Until next week, like and subscribe, and have fun with your comics.